In 1963, South Florida was still a place where development moved slowly against the edge of the wilderness. Towns like Homestead and Florida City existed side by side with canals, swamps, and stretches of dark water that seemed bottomless. That year, stories began to circulate among longtime residents, stories that would be dismissed for decades as nothing more than local rumors. The first informal account came from a farmer named Samuel Brooks, who lived on rural land between Homestead and the southern boundary of the Everglades. He claimed he saw something crossing a canal just before sunrise. According to him, it was not a normal alligator. The body was far too long and far too thick, moving with a slow, deliberate control that felt unnatural. Samuel later told a neighbor, "I've lived around gators my whole life, but that thing looked ancient. Like it was here before we were." Within days, chickens began disappearing from nearby properties. There were no feathers, no remains, just broken fencing and deep impressions in the mud, wide and heavy. A local deputy measured one set of tracks and noted in his pocketbook that the spacing suggested an animal over 18 feet long. That note never made it into an official report. In 1964, the first human incident quietly occurred. A young man named Robert N. vanished while returning from a late-night fishing trip near a canal connected to the C111 system. His wooden boat was later found overturned, with massive bite marks torn into the hull. Neighbors said they heard a scream followed by a deep, dragging sound, as if something heavy had been pulled into the water. "That wasn't a fast attack," one man said. "It was like the water swallowed him." As the 1960s came to an end, sightings increased. Residents reported seeing the animal only at dusk or during the early morning hours. They described pale, yellowish eyes set closer together than usual, watching from just above the surface. Its hide was dark and thick, scarred in places as if it had survived decades of conflict. Some claimed its back appeared uneven, with ridges that looked like broken armor plates. "It didn't rush back under," a woman recalled in 1969. "It just stayed there, floating like it was studying us." During the 1970s, as new canals were dug and neighborhoods expanded, the encounters moved closer to homes. Dogs vanished from fenced yards. Livestock was found dead but untouched, the wounds deep and precise. Whatever was responsible wasn't feeding. It was asserting control. In 1971, a lifelong fisherman known locally as Mr. Callahan gave a description that unsettled many. He claimed the animal was larger than any crocodilian ever documented in Florida. By his estimate, it measured between 20 and 23 feet in length and weighed well over 2,000 pounds. "That's not a normal predator," he said. "That's something that learned how to stay hidden." In 1973, a string of disappearances in Florida City raised quiet concern. 3 people vanished within weeks of each other, each near different canals that all fed into the same water system. Authorities ruled them accidental drownings. Locals disagreed. "That's no coincidence," a man said during a community meeting. "Those canals are its roads." Throughout the 1980s, the creature was most often reported after heavy rains or tropical storms. Floodwaters allowed it to travel through areas it couldn't reach before. A former park employee later claimed he saw it crossing a rural road late one night. The body filled nearly the entire roadway, its tail dragging behind it and leaving grooves in the wet pavement. "When it turned its head toward me," he said years later, "I knew it was aware of me. That's when I ran." The last major incident occurred in 1982, following a powerful hurricane that flooded large portions of South Florida. During the blackout, residents reported hearing something moving between houses, accompanied by a low, steady vibration. By morning, several yards were destroyed, and one car showed deep bite marks along the side of the door. After that, the reports faded. Some believe the creature finally died. Others believe it retreated deep into the Everglades, beyond human reach. Even today, longtime residents avoid certain canals after sunset and refuse to enter the water. "It's still out there," they say. "It's just waiting." No official investigation ever connected the incidents. No agency acknowledged a pattern. But among older residents of South Florida, the story was never forgotten. It was simply whispered. If you want more dark stories rooted in real places and hidden histories, subscribe to the channel and leave a like on this video. Your support keeps these stories alive.